Are you still here? And you get another chance this day to be better and be better? Another chance to become more of who you are, what you were created to fulfill. Everyone in this world is capable of living outside the role and beyond the roles that they place themselves in, no matter what it is. You're not just a dad, you're not just a banker, you're not just a brother or a son or a convict. It doesn't matter. Everybody is bigger, much bigger, infinitely bigger than the roles they place themselves in, and is capable of reaching potential greater than anybody they could imagine. You can live the life you desire. It's right there in front of you. But in order to achieve it, you must first see it, then believe it, and then you must gracefully ask and train your brain to help you execute your vision. So when you start to focus and you delete distractions from your life, and you start to get seriously invested in doing one thing staggeringly well, and you practice that one thing over and over again, a term of think about is mundanity. You do one simple, seemingly significantly thing every day around your main skill, and it's very mundane. But small daily improvements over time lead to world-class results. Well, here's what's happening in your brain. You start to isolate a single neural circuit around that skill. And that starts to trigger a certain type of brain cells called a obligatory dosage. When then release melatonin. Melatonin is a fatty tissue that starts to wrap around that single neural circuit related to that main skill you've been practicing. And when melatonin starts to wrap around the brain circuit, what happens is you accelerate learning time. You can see more quickly heightened perceptions, and you learn more quickly, and that is really the quote-unquote secret of a great producer. It's not the result of some natural gift, but it's daily practice, relentless grit, work ethic, and singular focus and sacrifice. A great life is built not by revolution, a great life is built by evolution. Small and steady wins the race. What you do every day is far more important than what you do once every decade. What you do every day is simply your life in miniature. And you live every single day, so you're crafting your life. What you do over the next hour is really building your future. And if you can just get really single pocket of 24 hours, right? As best as we humanly can, the result of your life is going to take care of itself. So small wins matter. The scripture says we will eat the fruit of our words. You are planting seeds when you talk. At some point, you're going to eat that fruit. Make sure you're planting the right kind of seeds. If you want apples, you have to sow apples. If you want orange, you have to sow orange. You're going to reap fruits which you exact seeds that you're being sowing. In other words, you can't talk negative and expect to live a positive life. You can't talk defeat and expect to have victory. You can't talk lack, not enough, can't afford it, never get ahead, expect to have abundance. If you have a poor mouth, you're going to have a poor life. If you don't like what you're seeing, start sowing some different seeds. We may not realize it, but we're always feeding ourselves. What we watch, listening to the people we're around, the thoughts we're dwelling on, that's feeding our inner man. If you go to lunch with people that talk bad about the boss, make fun of coworkers, put down a friend, they're feeding you gossip, feeding you jealousy, feeding you disrespect. Here's the key. Whatever you feed is going to grow. You may not like what you're feeding, you're the nice person. But if you continue to hang around them, before long, you'll be gossiping, you'll be criticizing, you'll be disrespecting. Why? Because you keep feeding the wrong things. If you're always feeding negative thoughts, thinking I'll never get well, I'll never get the right person, we're feeding doubt, we're feeding mediocrity, feeding fear. If you know exactly what you want to be, you need to spend as much time with people that are actually that. You cannot let a fear of failure, a fear of comparison, or a fear of judgment stop you from doing what to make you great. You cannot succeed without this risk of failure. You cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism. You cannot love without the risk of losing. You must go out and you must take these risks. You don't have the time to waste time, because time doesn't wait for you. Discover your purpose. If you don't know why you were born, time is still moving. And if you discover your purpose at 90 years old, it's too late. You don't know how young you are. What if you die in 2 years? You're pretty old right now. You got 2 years left. If you're 50 years old and you're feeling discouraged, well, remember the advice about planting a tree. Where the best time to plant a tree 20 years ago or today. So if you're 50 and you feel like life left you behind, well, get started right now. Better late than never. Better late than never. Don't think about time and age so much. It gets people distracted. When the whole world distracted, you be focused. You have to trust your own voice, your own ideas, your honesty, your vulnerability, and through this you will find the way. You do not have to be fearless. Just don't let fear stop you. Live like this as best as you can, and I guarantee you will look back on your life well lived. You are capable of greatness in your profession, and more important, in your quality of self. Stay hungry, stay young at heart. Take those risks. You're going to change the world around you in big ways and in small. Search for a good plan, pick it, start working on it. Sure enough, as the time passes, at a surely will 5 years from now, 10 years from now, then you'll be winding up wearing what you want to wear, driving what you want to drive, living where you want to live, and become what you want to become. But now is the time to fix the next 10 years. You were created to give life and make a difference with the gifts somewhere. That's why you came to this place. You don't want to improve. You want to get better. You want to get your workout program or a clean diet. You want to start a business. You want to write a book, make a movie, build a house or a computer, and put together some mobile application. Where do you start? You start right here. When do you start? You start right now. You initiate the action aggressively. You go. Boldly grow in the direction of your dreams. Stand tall. Show the world what you are made of. When your world beats you down, find a reason to get back up. Never give up on the success. Try, and try again. Feed your mind ideas of success, not failure. Remember, the only way you can fail is if you give up. Every time you fail, you come one step closer to success. You're not scared. You're courageous. You're not weak. You're powerful. You're not ordinary. You're remarkable. Do not back down. Do not give up. When you look back on your life, don't have regrets. Believe in yourself. Believe in your future. You will find your way. A fire burning inside you is mighty. It is waiting to burn bright. You're meant to be so great. You're meant to do so great things. Follow your dreams. And it can be both terrifying and exciting. Courage is facing fear. Fear of failure holds most people back. You are not most people. Persist and persuade others about your plan as they are real. Nobody can do this but you. Nobody will get in the way of your dreams. Most people master the obvious. You create something that wasn't there before. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it's you. Give it your best and your dreams will come to life. Success is yours. Go for your dreams. It's your turn. You got a heartbeat, then you can do it. Because your determination is gonna make it a reality. Stop whining and start grinding. You got an opportunity in front of you. You're just not seeing the bigger picture. How many risks are you able to take? How uncomfortable can you go until you need to get what you need to be? Because the biggest enemy you got right now is in between your ears. And what you're looking for is not out there, it's within you. It's your time to become better. It's your time to live your best life. And it's your opportunity. Are you gonna take it? It's time to put in hard work that you didn't know you can do. It's time for you to make a change and do something you've never done. Because you gotta have the attitude that when you get knocked down, you're getting right back up, even though you're bloody, beaten and bruised. You're getting back up because you've gotta go and you've got a dream that you're trying to accomplish. No matter how much it hurts right now, someday you will look back and realize your struggles changed your life for the better. No matter how hard the past was, you can always start over. If you can't change the situation, then you need to start changing your mindset. Because when you stop saying I can't find a way and start saying I gotta find a way to make this happen in your life, then things start to happen. So you're going to start rusting yourself from the inside, from the outside. Are you going to turn yourself into a sword, strong and sharp, or are you gonna be beaten down? It's up to you. This is your life. But if you want to stay the same and stay average, then stay away from growth. So the people who are disciplined, motivated, and ready to put in the work, let's go. Because this is for you. And you know who you are. So surround yourself with people that feel the same. It's never too late to surround yourself with the people that you want to become. Because we got no excuses, no complaining, no whining, no crying. Because we do this, we get it done. We do what we say and we make it happen. That's why we are the top. That's why we are the elite. That's why you can't stop us. We're unstoppable. Bring the struggles, bring the fire, put us through the trial. We will come out victorious. We all got problems, but what we do when we are facing with the hard times in your life is what we are made of. And this is what you become. You don't become great by getting everything handed to you. No, that's not reality. What happened is you go through the struggles, you go through the hardest moments in your life, and then you find out what you're made of. You find out how much fire you can go through in your life. It's not easy. It's never easy. It's always hard. It's always ugly. And to be honest, it's what makes you you. So embrace it. Embrace the hardest time in your life because you won't last. Embrace what you have right now in your life because it could be gone tomorrow, and that's the reality. That's the reality. We say, oh, it's going to be around forever. I got enough time in the world, but the reality is that you don't have enough time. Your phone's on some kind of percentage that you don't know when it's going to turn off and shut down forever. That's your life. You could be on the deathbed tomorrow. And there's not enough people out there preaching this message, saying, live the life for the fullest, take risks, make the commitment, push yourself. But they don't want you doing that. They want you in the 9-to-5 job where you hate your life and you're miserable. Why? Because it benefits them. That's the sad reality. You spend paycheck to paycheck without even getting the head, and you're stuck and you're trapped. And that's people out there that are going to preach the opposite, say, you know what? Life isn't fair. It's about the happiness, because you only got a certain amount of time on the earth to affect a certain amount of people. So start putting your effort into something you believe. Even if it means you have to lose everybody and everything, that's the problem. People aren't willing to risk. They're not willing to risk your happiness for the years forward. How are you going to make a difference in the world? You only got a certain amount of time. Start utilizing it. I can't tell you how hard it is to just keep getting beaten down and just keep feeling like you're going nowhere, and wake up every day knowing that today you gotta fail. Today is the day that you have to wake up, and things aren't gonna go the way that you want, and you're not gonna accomplish what you set out to be, but you just might get a little bit close maybe, and that's the hardest thing for people. It's the hardest thing just to keep swinging, to get up there, swing with all the might, even though you might not hit that ball, just to keep going, to get up to the plate, to not listen to naysayers, to the people who say you can't do it. Give it your all, take the swing, just get up and do what you know you need to do. You're all dealing with it in your own ways, but you're the one of kind. There's no one in the world like you. So if you got a dream, you gotta protect it. There are so many ways that your dream will slowly disappear, and you won't even notice that. Those dreams are not going to reappear until you are on the deathbed, and you're going to regret that you didn't take better care of that dream. So first off, anything or anyone that disrespects your dream need to be cut off of your life. You got friends talking bad about your dream? Gone. You got negative family members? Get rid of them. You got one life, and just like that cell phone in your right hand right now, the battery is going to die, and every minute it gets closer and closer. So let me ask you this. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want your dream to come true? You're really good at planning out how it's going to get done, but you don't have enough time. You don't have enough money. You don't have the right people. But you don't do this, you don't do that. You just don't, and that's all excuse creating in your mind. Your dreams are a guarantee. You just gotta go all in and put in the effort and change your life. You stop wasting time and drop everything and fully commit and start believing in your guaranteed dream. Now all you gotta do for now is ask, how will this situation progress my life? Will it go in the direction I want my future to be? Or will it take me down a path filled with stress and regret? It comes down to your choice.